See that? Okay. Look at all those bosses I fought and conquered. I got 3 characters I need to unlock yet.
And you just do this forever, so.
1 win. 16 deaths. That ain't bad. 4 hours and 20 minutes. See?
That is an eyeball.
He's got laser vision.
I see.
Wait, hang on. I gotta turn the music off so I don't get sued. Okay.
I want to tell you about all the things I've looked up during this week. Just me conversing the internet.
I don't care.
No, this is what I'm talking to you about. I saw a quick thing about alternate hookups from like the comic book world, parallel universes, and I saw one where Steve Rogers hooked up with the female version of Tony Stark. And you think that when one of them saw this, they would have been creeped out when he came back to the universe? That was weird. Well, one of them was there, you know? Like, you know, he was just dimension hopping and he saw it. It would be like me and you. Like I married the female version of you.
No, they're not brothers.
We're not brothers either.
Yeah, I got some health.
I feel like you guys. Okay, do you know who David S. Pumpkins is?
Yes, I watch it.
Okay. Did you see the side note? I couldn't help but ruin it.
Of course, because
gosh, man, yes. Gee, why did they do this? They brought in the original writers, they had everyone back again, and they turned it into a 30-minute animated short. And it was atrocious. I made it through 10 minutes of it, and I was like, I'm done. Man, David S. Pumpkins was so fun because it was so weird and out of the blue. And you can't not answer anything in 30 minutes. It was, oh gosh. I even thought about, like, it could be better if they just done it so many different ways, and it really annoys me. Those guys are professional writers, and I know...
No, they're not.
I know that
terrible.
I don't know as much as they do, but... I just kept thinking, like, the way that I would have done it was, I would have had the younger cast be on the run from, like, a Jason or Michael Myers, you know, and they lock themselves in a building, and there's David S. Pumpkins there. And
what was this on? It was on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Oh.
And instead of them being, you know, they would begin to be scared of him, like usual, and then they would board themselves up. But the funniest part would be the curiosity taking place to where you see them unboard themselves to talk to David S. But I think that's what you want. More of the same. When you've got a character like this...
Not for 30 freaking...
No, this is lightning in a bottle. Yeah, and you got to do short bursts. I mean, I would say no more than 5 minutes, and they just said 30. Oh, it was terrible. I wouldn't let my boy watch it. He loves David S. Pumpkins so much. I was like, no, don't watch that one because I don't want to ruin it for you because now I don't like the character. Oh, it was
terrible.
So, have you been on the internet? Have you watched anything on the internet recently? Okay, have you watched anything on YouTube recently?
Yes.
Have you seen the schizophrenic commercial yet?
No.
It is hysterical because I don't know why I keep pulling this ad and it makes me nervous because they keep advertising schizophrenic medicine to me. Yeah, but it starts off and it shows this girl and she's like, I only hit my snooze alarm once. Well, maybe sometimes twice. My schizophrenia is getting better, and it's like a ton of bricks. Oh gosh! And she's like, I'm helping out at the diner more. You see her like waiting tables, and that's a ticking time bomb. I don't know why that's such a horrific word. She just drops it right on you. It's schizophrenia, doing fine. And the part that I find the most sad is she's like, I don't want to take yet another pill. And I was thinking, oh, you've got to be on so many pills. I feel like that is something so hard to control. And she's like, well, here's another pill for you.
Jeez.
I know. You gotta watch it. Just open up, I don't know, 5 videos and you'll see it. Oh, man.
I watch a lot of videos. I've never seen it.
I get that ad all the time. Speaking of David S. Funky, how his return.
We're back on that.
No. Speaking of how his return sucked, in the comic books, Venom had his
Tom
own...
Hardy?
No. In the comic books. Venom had his own standalone thing. We finally got Eddie Brock back. Did you know that? Eddie Brock's now Venom again.
Didn't know he left.
Okay, he left for quite some time, actually. And he came back in the Venomverse. And I loved Spider-Verse. I thought it was amazing. Because you give me alternate dimension anything, and I lose my mind. And this was, like, just bad. It wrapped up really fast. It didn't make any sense as to why it was happening. And they clearly just ran it's like,
Spider-Man people? I don't know.
They said that this is going, like, Marvel is in trouble with the fans because of all the SJW stuff and
What's that?
social justice warriors, and then the fact that they're just event fatigue. Like every month there's a giant event, so they said no more giant events, and then they launched Venom first, and everyone was like, "Whoa!" I love Venom, and I thought it was going to be amazing. I thought we were going to see Spider-Verse, but we were going to get the cool Venom, and it just.
What do you think about the Tom Hardy movie?
I think Tom Hardy rules. Everything he touches is solid gold. I love his Bane. I don't care what anyone says. The Bane is great. To this day, I still do Bane.
I don't even want to talk about DC movies. They're all terrible. I hate them all. After Thor, I never seen them. They're awful.
This was before all the DC
Wonder
movies.
Woman was so bad.
Really?
Yeah,
I think you're the
didn't like
only
it.
one that said it was bad.
And everybody loved it, and I don't understand the entire movie. Alright, let me pause it for a second. This lady, I don't know who she was. She was somebody on Themyscira or whatever.
Was it Eat a Candy?
It doesn't matter.
Etta
It's
Candy?
somebody.
Yeah. No, there's a girl there called Etta Candy. This is how racist it was back then. It was bad. She was a fat girl, and her name was Etta Candy. Because she liked to eat candy. She's fat, and that's the only...
She's a big one.
Women, that's the only reason why you're fat. You can't keep candy out of your mouth. It's not genetics or anything.
Anyway.
No, sorry.
So, they'll jump off of like a horse. And one lady spun in the air like 5 times and landed and stabbed a dude. There's no need for that. They would do that all the time. I bet it happened probably, you could count on both hands. How many times they just twirled through the air?
Douche chills? Douche chills? Was it giving you douche chills?
A little bit, yeah.
I'll tell you douche chills. You watched that new Justice League trailer. Yeah. When Aquaman grabs a hold of that parademon, shoves him through that building, surfs him outside.
I thought it was done when he was like on the side of the Batmobile.
No, that's how he gets there. He kills a parademon in the air. Oh, by the way, Cyborg can fly now. He's basically Iron Man.
I thought he could before.
No, I've never seen him fly. I don't know. The new 52 I haven't kept up, so he might be able to fly. The Cyborg I know could. So he kills a parademon, throws him down on the ground, smashes him through a building, surfs him out like a surfboard, and jumps on it. And I went to say, whose idea? That was not a good idea. That made me want to not watch it. And I felt like...
The movie It? What did that have to do with it?
That made me not want to ever see that movie. And it made me consider it like, no, I don't like comic books, man. It was just embarrassing, man. Gosh, we're already getting that stigma. It's like, oh, you like comic books, you're immature. And then we see something like that. It's just terrible. No, like, everybody's up in the air with this movie, whether or not it's complete garbage or if it's going to be good.
I'll tell you right now, garbage.
Yeah, I'm saying it's garbage too, because we got 2 directors, and Zack Snyder and...
Garbage because it's DC, that's all they do.
Zack Snyder stepped away.
They need to continue just making the animated things, you know.
The animated ones are awesome. I don't know how they keep knocking it out of the park.
That's all they should do.
Although
they cannot make movies. Just stop. You're wasting my time and your money.
To be fair, though, the movies have not been good as of late. The whole the Harley Quinn one.
Suicide Squad?
No, the Harley Quinn.
Oh, the animated.
That one. No, that one wasn't good. It was just, I don't know. I love Bruce Wayne. He can't do any wrong at all. But I don't know how much of he was behind this, but I was like, oh, Bruce, what are you doing, man? I love you so much. But and the one before that, where Batman and Batgirl got it That one was just the Killing Joke. That one was kind of weird too. Like, as much as I want more adult stuff in my DC animated movies, it was just strange to see him go after it because
Did they show it? Because I need to read it.
no, that you see her take her top off, but the camera follows her shirt as it goes up.
Dang it! I mean, now I understand.
You know, I don't want to brag. I'm a decent artist. I think I could draw you some kind of Batgirl sex scene if that's what you want.
We'll talk.
Did you hear what's going on with Kevin Spacey?
He's gay, right?
No, before that.
Yeah. No, maybe not. I don't know.
He likes to hold people down in bed and have sex with them against their will.
Oh, I haven't heard that one.
We don't understand that word anymore.
We don't hang out much. Not anymore.
Okay, so he was, 26 or something, and he gets this 14-year-old back to his apartment. And
then, gross. No.
The party's over, and he comes in and he picks the dude up. Like, the dude, I guess, is like, oh, I'll leave too. He picks him up how you pick up a woman, like when you want to carry over the threshold. And he throws him down on the bed, and he lays on top of him, trying to, I guess, make out with him. And the dude wiggles out and runs away.
Wiggles out?
So he kicks out. So then he puts, he lives his life, thinking that was weird. His name is Anthony Rapp. That's his last name. He's
Kevin Spacey?
No, he's an actor. I don't know what he's done. I don't know if I've seen an Anthony Rapp movie.
Kevin Spacey?
No, he didn't do Kevin. So then he puts it out there. He's like, yeah, I was attacked by Kevin Spacey. And then Kevin...
What, did he just think of it?
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
You can't blame the victim. So...
I don't understand that. Why wait? Why hold that back? Why not the first Kevin Spacey movie? This guy go, oh yeah, that dude touched me.
Because it's Kevin Spacey, man. You can't say stuff like that.
But the first movie's in. Why wouldn't you say anything?
So anyhow, so he waits so many years later. And then he's like, oh yeah, I did it. Well, then what that retard Kevin Spacey did. Oh, what that moron Kevin Spacey does
that's better.
He tweets out, he's like, I don't remember it, but if I did, I owe you the biggest apology ever. And by the way, a lot of people have been confused if I'm straight or gay. I'm gay. Here's something. Everyone, look at the gayness. Don't look over here at the rapey stuff. Watch the left hand. Pay no attention to the right hand. And so, I mean, his show House of Cards is canceled. I mean, that's all it takes is one person to say, hey, this happened, without, I'm not saying it didn't happen, but he has no proof, no evidence, and they pulled everything he's working on. His IMDb is everything is just gone. It's all shut down. Like, he's just blackballed. And then a ton of stuff came out. They're like, oh, I thought that's what he did. Because he just apparently did it to everybody. And it was pretty crazy. But anyhow, it turns out that you said DC sucks. Man, they casted him perfect as Lex Luthor because he's like the real Lex Luthor.
Is that what he does? He raise people?
They got the casting on point, though. He is a true bad guy. Oh, I just thought that was hysterical, and he comes out as gay just to try and get people to, hey, pay no attention to this. But, like, everybody's getting
Well, if it's a guy saying it, then just say you're not gay. I guess, you think that would be a better defense.
Everyone's getting it now. They got that one guy, Brett Ratner. He directed X-Men, 3, I think.
What about him? He's gay?
No, not gay. It's all rapey. It's either...
Oh, he rapes people?
No, it's either rapey or sexual harassment. It all borders that line, and it's hard to remember who's doing what. And you don't want to get sued right now. So I don't know what. He was doing something that people didn't like. I'll just say it like that. And it's just start naming off people in Hollywood that you think would be like that, and it's starting to happen. And I bet they are all those guys are just running scared for the hills. And you can't tell me that somebody who is currently playing Batman isn't scared right now because I know that guy's up to something. I've never liked him. I know he's up to something.
I thought he was called out a few times.
I heard his brother was up to something too, and he got called out too.
What about your favorite person in the world, Burt Reynolds?
I've thought a lot about Burt, and it was a different time. And Burt didn't know any better. Besides, Burt's probably gay. I'm just come on. I love the dude, but he's probably gay, and I'm totally fine with it. I love him so much. But yeah, he's not an angel. I'm not gonna pretend that he's a great guy. But Bert hung out with the Pink Mafia quite a bit. Why are you hanging out with the Pink Mafia?
Don DeLuise.
Yeah.
He was okay.
The Dom DeLuise was super gay. In fact, maybe that's what made Bert gay. He just hung out with Dom DeLuise so much. But he just spent a lot of time beating him up, so.
Is that true?
Well, did you see the outtakes from Cannonball Run? I mean, he just punched him in the chest. Dom DeLuise is you can't even punch a fat dude in the heart. That's dangerous.
Well, he's dead now.
I never finished that chapter on him either. I need to go back and read that chapter and see how Bert felt exactly about him. Not that I
He
don't.
punched me.
No, I think they were just like great friends. Like Conan beats that one dude up, and I find it uncomfortable too. But
He beats up who?
wait, is it his producer?
Jordan.
No, no, Jordan. Yeah, he would probably do something else. I don't know. It's just crazy that like Hollywood's collapsing. So, who I'm wanting to get, and I can't believe no one said nothing about it. And again, I'm not accusing anybody of anything. We're all fine here. How come Michael Bay is skating on this? Because I want him to get caught up in something, so we're all done with Transformer movies for a little while now. Because it's what are we up to? 5? 6?
I don't know. Something like
Oh
that.
man.
I checked out at 3.
I never felt like an old man until I went and saw 2. When they had two,
Awful.
they had an Autobot and a Decepticon, and they were both cars, and they looked similar to each other, and I couldn't tell them apart. And I kept going, what? I kept looking at my wife. Was it that one we were cheering for? Like, what's going on here? And then finally, I was like, I'm done. I don't even know. I'm just looking at them change back and forth. And man, they changed. I mean,
I just like the noises.
Optimus would turn into a truck, go off the back of a plane, back into a robot, free fall for like 4,000 feet, then land, back into a truck, and then drive along until he saw someone and then gosh.
That at least, I mean, it's something that they would do, I guess, but it's...
It's too much because every time he transformed, the camera had to spin around him 100 times, and
slow motion.
yeah, it was. I don't know. I had trouble falling along.
Frosting Hill.
I had trouble falling along. I just couldn't figure it out.
Well, you're not young.
Who is? I'm never gonna be able to say his name right. Who is the biggest douchebag on the planet? That scientific guy. Yes. Okay. John Edwards. Okay. Did you know there's a new psychic in town that's as good as John Edwards?
That's good.
Yes. He's gifted as well. He's the Hollywood medium. Have you seen it yet? Okay, this dude is flaming. And what's so good? I've never watched the show, but I watched a clip of it by accident and I died laughing because this is his gimmick. I don't know this dude's name. The Hollywood medium. He doesn't know who any celebrities are, and I find that hard to believe. I don't like celebrities. I don't care for them. I like Chris Evans, and that's it. And but I think I would
What about Burt
recognize.
Reynolds?
Okay, I love Burt Reynolds, but we're like friends though. We've never met. So I just feel like I would have a hard time not recognizing a celebrity if they came in here. Even if you
I
told
don't
me.
know, I bet if they didn't have all their makeup.
I just
Chris
feel,
Evans wasn't in full Captain America.
Okay, no, look, I'm saying, if you told me, hey, you're going to because I know I'm going to a celebrity's house,
Well, sure. I mean,
and if
it's
I
just-
open the door,
You're going to Willie Nelson's house. And...
I think I would be able to tell if that was a redheaded stranger or not. Everyone knows that. I think the two giant braids would give away. Are you an Indian
Maybe
or
you open
really
the
know?
door and smoke rolls out everywhere. But...
So anyhow, his thing is he doesn't know any celebrities at all, and he doesn't even recognize anybody either when they talk to him. And he is not using Google. These are all his gifts. That were super fun. So, and I was watching this because I'm also obsessed with Family Matters, and he was doing a reading on Jamal. Isn't that his name?
Who?
Urkel. Circle's
No,
name.
Jaleel. What?
Jaleel?
Jaleel.
Okay, well, what? I'm just gonna think Mr. White from now. So anyhow, he's on there, and it's so funny because he's almost like a product of like the 90s, because he's on there and he's doing the reading, and this guy's he's like, I'm seeing an L and an E, and Urkel's like, oh,
Huh?
oh, come on, dog, you're using Google, dog. So everything's dark. And he's like, I don't even know who you are. Like, how would you not know Urkel? Dude, I would recognize that dude in a second. It might be because he'd be the only black guy in town, but I think also I would know that was Urkel. How do you not recognize Urkel?
I think I know Urkel, yeah.
Oh god, maybe it's because...
No, wait, he looks like Stefan.
Yeah, no, I'm obsessed with Stefan Urkel anyway. So I would just be like, oh, holy cow, it's Urkel. So we don't know who he is. So then Urkel, he starts getting all teared up because he said it was one of his co-stars that killed herself, and it was a girl.
Was it Laura?
I don't know, because they showed a picture, but I think it was a now picture, and I couldn't quite figure out
Can't be
who
now. She's dead.
I couldn't figure out who it was. But and he started getting all teary-eyed, and he's like, "Oh, you using Google, dog?" And he's like, "No, I don't even know
talk
who
like
you are." He kind of,
Dog.
you know what? You know what's weird? He talks like Stefan Urkel. So he was talking about that, and he was like, no one was using Google because he didn't even recognize him. So I mean, forget about the cameraman, the showrunner, the fact that the dude scheduled an appointment and didn't look this up and whisper in your ear, oh, by the way, his co-star died and her name starts with an E and an L, so you might want to mention that. It's just a cold reading at its finest, and I've seen that John Edward dude come out before, and he's like, I'm seeing the letter R. R, and these people are just not giving him anything, and he's going to R around the room. And then finally he's like, okay, let's R, and then he shuts his eyes to communicate better, and he's like, okay, I'm seeing...
So to give you something.
I'm seeing like maybe an S, because that's close to R, or like a T, and like, some guy's like, my great-grandfather started with a T, and he's like, that's it, a T. It was like, oh, it was an R, you moron.
Whenever I go into Omaha,
I hate it when they help them out.
there's a giant billboard that is advertising, I guess he's coming over or something like that. I go, he's still around?
I know.
I think he's doing it.
I think cold readings are fascinating, and I would watch it just to see that, just to see him work, you know? I love a con, you know, especially if you're not getting conned in the process. But dude, he's not talented. You're definitely is. So anyhow, this psychic dude, this medium, the Hollywood medium, he goes to it's not I can't remember. Little Kim. Have you seen Little Kim lately?
No.
Don't look at her.
She didn't look good before.
No, Little Kim was all right. Remember when she went to MTV and she wore that seashell on her boob?
One boob?
Yes. One boob had a seashell. One boob had like a dress over it.
I guess I don't keep up with that stuff like you do.
Okay, well, go look up that Little Kim. Don't look up the new Little Kim. She's horrifying. Something happened to her. I don't know what it is.
It's a hard life, man.
No, she's lived through 4 hard lives. So anyhow, she's the Hollywood medium is there, and of course he recognizes her. The girl who's the most unrecognizable, I couldn't tell you who Little Kim was if she walked in here and they ain't get on this level.
Other than somebody in our house.
Yes, but if it was like, you know, 1990 Little Kim, I'd recognize her.
Oh, come on.
I would. So she's on there, and of course you know about her and Notorious B.I.G. Is he also Biggie Smalls? Is that the same dude?
Again.
I'm very white. I'm very white.
Very white. I know that guy.
So anyhow, I'll just say Notorious B.I.G. or B.I.G. She was his side piece.
Biggie.
He would hit on. And, apparently, I guess he had a wife and everything. So the Hollywood medium is doing their reading on her, and then he's like, "Okay, we're all done here." Is there any more questions that you need to answer? And she's like, well, yeah, I guess there's one. And you know he had to be sweating when she said that. And it's the question that you want to know about Biggie. And she's like, so who killed Biggie? And he's like, okay, well, let's do this. And he shuts his eyes and he's like, okay, I can see him in the car.
Would he ask Biggie? Because
he's asking. He's in contact with Biggie, and he's asking him. Hey,
well, I know, but Biggie didn't see the person that killed him before he died.
So this is what.
He's like a drive-by.
Were you there? Because that's his excuse that he uses. He shuts. This dude has known everything that Biggie has known or said or anything, and he's not using Google. He's just using his own gifts. And so he's like, okay, I'm in the car. Okay, he's in the car. Oh, he's calm. He's at peace. It's like he knows that he's going to be leaving us soon, and he wants you to know that everything's all right. And she goes, okay. And she goes, so who was there? And he goes, it was just a guy. He doesn't know.
Just say I don't know.
He goes, it's just a guy. he didn't see who it was. And I was like, oh man, this kid's the idiot.
That's true. I believe it.
What everyone, I just, you could really blame it on him because the people who they think did it is still alive. Or wait, didn't they think, was it Tupac? I don't know. So they blamed somebody and they said it was the...
Thank you, a 90s gangster rap.
I'm very white. That's my excuse.
I don't think that'll hold up in court.
So anyhow, the last thing that I saw this, and this makes me laugh, is I love looking at how backwards third world nations are.
How many people are you going to offend in this?
I'm going to offend everybody because this one's hysterical.
I'm really hoping that this one doesn't get recorded.
I know, we're probably going to
I'm not saying anything. Tell the voices apart, Judge.
No, listen, I got that figured out anyway. Okay, so this third world nation.
Hey, let's talk about religion for a while.
Yeah, I don't talk about religion. It's too offensive. So this is so hilarious because when these women have their periods, they can't live inside the house with the man because it makes the men sick.
Attract bears. I was angry.
No, it makes the men sick. So if there's any man in the house when a woman's on her period, it will make the men sick. They'll get ill, and nothing can get them unill unless the women go away. So what they did was...
I need the Beastie Boys because they're straight ill.
So what they did was they built this house on top of a mountain.
Period house?
Yes. They built this house on top of a mountain and all the women like hike up there. And they're terrified because they have to stay in this
That's
house.
what you want to do during your period.
So they have to go up in this house and they have to stay up there. And they were scared because banditos roam the mountains. And they're afraid that, some banners will bust in. And that'd be like the best defense ever against... Oh, by the way, we're all on our periods. Dang it! You have nothing to worry about. You're untouchable. So now they're super progressive. And they've decided that women don't have to do that. Now they live under their house.
That's better.
Yes, they're like, it's so inhumane to make you walk up this mountain.
Get to that crawl space.
Just live under the house for a week. But feel free to come inside and do the dishes and clean the house and cook the food. But at nighttime, you're sleeping under the house. It's just so horrible. They treat women so bad everywhere.
It's crazy.
And it was I don't know what country it was, but there was a lot of bad teeth, like it was all yellow and they were all gangly and hanging on by the roots.
What always kills me is that the rites of passage to be a man. We got it really good.
Oh, I know.
You gotta wear a glove with bullet ants in it to prove you're a freaking man.
And it almost always involves a penis in some way.
Yeah.
And I want to say, I don't think that they're as far along about knowing about pervs like we are.
I watched this or listened to this podcast and they were talking about that. It was like Good Mythical Morning or something. And stuff you should know, something like that. It was like you take your, like, it wasn't an uncle or anything like that, but you're having sex with this dude pretty much, and that makes you a man.
Yes. I'm going to make you a man and cut off your penis. I don't think you're going the right way with this. I just thought that was hysterical. So they get this guy, and he's skinny, and he has the dangly teeth, and he's smoking a cigarette, which is really helping. And they ask him if anyone in their house has ever got sick while the woman has been on her period and stayed in the house. He's like, yes, I have. I've gotten very ill once as a boy. I was like, yeah, you just didn't want to deal with it. I think that was it. How great would it be to be over in a third country and your mom starts yelling at you, hey, go under the house.
You on your period or something?
Go under the house, I got you. It just starts stomping on the floor.
She can still yell at you through the floor.
Oh man, that was get under the house. I love how that's progressive. And they were writing a news piece about it, like this was like unheard of, that they were going to actually let women live under the house. Like they were making huge strides over here. They can't vote yet, they can't override, but we are letting them live around now.
The woman mayor has to get under her house.
Oh man. I was watching something about Dustin Diamond. And he was writing, because see, like, again, the Hollywood medium, I would have recognized Dustin Diamond. I could have figured it out if it was him. This town's full of white people. I could have pulled him out of a lineup.
What was Screech's last name?
I don't know.
Screech Powers, wasn't it? Screech Powers.
Screech Powers? Yeah, maybe it was.
I think so.
Okay, well, there's AC Slater. Wait, are we really doing this?
We're doing this.
Okay.
Light them up.
There's MC Slater. There's Lisa Turtle.
Lisa Turtle.
Kelly
Kapowski.
Yeah. And what was the other one? I can't even remember her name.
Jessica.
Jesse Spano.
Spano, yeah.
Okay, and then...
I'm pretty sure it's Screech Powers.
Zach Morris.
Yeah, everybody knows him. He's super rapey on every Lifetime.
Yes. So, they started, so Dustin Diamond, I could have, if he came to the house, I could have been like, yeah, that's Dustin Diamond. So he writes a tell-all book, and he does this whenever he needs some money. So he's wrote like 3 or 4 of them. Sure. And he wrote one, and it was bad stuff. I'll say it by the bell. And
the series. It was just the DVD set of things.
And he goes around and he talks about all this bad stuff. And he says, like, if the script called for AC to be into Kelly, then that week if she was missing, she was in his dressing room. And
what was she doing?
I'm sure there was. and then, like, if like the script called for Zach to be into what was the legs girl again? We just said
Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse. Then if she was missing, she was in his room. And then like vice versa. Like, whenever the scripts would switch, they would just swap girls like all the time. And that sounds awesome. I don't see what's wrong with this at all. And I think he was jealous because nobody was in his room. Because when they called his cut, he was still screeching. That would suck to be the dork guy. And
yeah, he was a good.
you have to recomb your hair real fast. So
he was the Shaggy of the group.
So then he started talking some bad stuff about Mark Paul Gosselaar, which I think he should have been in the Fast and Furious movie. I think he could have been a good Paul Walker. Like, I think they're almost interchangeable. They look alike. I would have switched them out and said, "Hey, this is my brother."
Well, where would Brian? Where would he have went?
He died in real life.
No, I understand.
No, I'm saying he died in real life.
Yeah, so he dies on the movie.
Yeah, that's no. Wait. Okay, he got away. He just
drove off into the distance. A really weird CGI.
He kept staring at you.
He looked like a Rafik.
Oh man, I love that dude. He was a genuine nice guy.
Yeah, I wish he would have died. Just
no,
see how many other movies it would make.
No, he said he wanted to go till 10. He said he wanted to go until 10. And
they're doing that spin-off, you know, with The Rock.
Oh yeah, that made a lot of people mad. Like,
a
lot of them. Yeah,
Tay-Diggs. Yeah, that's Tyrese.
Yeah. Yeah, I call him Tay-Diggs because I don't know his real name. He got really mad about it.
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter.
Because now people are already kind of getting burned out on him, and he said that's not going to help if you have your own thing. But Paul,
you should have known when The Rock was on there.
Yeah.
Everybody loves The Rock.
So, but how are we all cool with Statham? He killed Han. Did we not forget that?
Yeah,
he burned him alive. One of the most horrific ways to die. And he was just. Hey,
we all make mistakes.
We'll forget about it. He was just really angry at that time. That was dumb. I hated the fact that I like Statham. I wish he wasn't in it. And I rewrote.
Hey, but Gaston is his brother. That guy's awesome.
I rewrote Fast and Furious 6. So if you want to hear about it, I have it here.
I'm pretty sure you told me.
I actually have the script in my back pocket right now. If you'd like to talk about it. So anyhow, Dustin Diamond, he writes some bad stuff about people, and this is what he got on Mark Paul. He said that whenever they went to do the college years, he was like real skinny, and then he left, and in like a month he came back to set, and he had like on 30 pounds of muscle.
Jacked.
Yeah, remember how he looked awesome?
No.
And I was thinking that's the worst thing you got on a dude, that he just went to get ripped up, and his screech is down to the bottom of the barrel. I think he let too much stuff go in the first book, and he's having trouble with it. So anyhow, they all hate him, like they all seriously hate him. And except for Lisa Turtle, she has all kinds of mental problems. I don't think she knows quite where she is right now. So so he's trying to like hook back up with him. He's trying to be friends with him again because they done a huge Saved by the Bell reunion, and guess who was noticeably absent? No, Screech. He wasn't.
Isn't he the porn guy? I thought he was big in the porn.
Now he done like one porn.
I mean, he's like a director. He was.
Maybe so. No, I think he was in it.
I don't think so.
I think he was in it.
I don't think think anybody wants to see that.
Saved by the Bell. So it had to be something about. It had to be something.
Did I say Welcome to Die?
Welcome to Die.
Remember that? It was Magneto. This is Antos here, baby.
So he's trying to get back in good with him, and he's claiming that his book was hijacked by the Punisher, and he was like, I didn't write any of those things about you. That was just me talking, and then he was writing all this stuff down. I didn't realize he was doing it. And he went on, who's that dumb doctor? That's,
Doctor Who.
No, the guy's awesome. Oprah's doctor. He's not really a doctor.
Phil.
No, the other guy. Doctor... okay, well, what's the doctor guy? He went on there and he was talking about it. And they're like, if you could say anything to him, what would you like to say? And he points to the camera, he's like, no hard feelings, guys! He like gives him the two thumbs up. Sorry about all that awful stuff I said about you.
No hard feelings. I just needed some money from a book.
Yeah, but no, for real, like Lisa J.
This is win number 2, by the way.
Dang.
I don't know why they give you this gold, because you can't spend it. I pick it up anyway, because it's gold.
And they said, I heard, what was his face? The principal.
Belding.
Yeah, Belding.
He's a big fat guy now.
Yeah, he said that he's like a cool guy, though. Like, he's like a real nice guy. And he goes and he would hang out at this bar, like at the same bar over and over, and he would just sing karaoke and he would just crush it every night. And he would buy any girl in there a drink. But I don't think he was totally trying to hook up. I think if it happened, it happened. And he was happy about it. But I think that he was just like, hey, I'm out there, I'm in the game. And this girl was telling a story on the radio show I listened to, and she said that she looked over and she was making out with him, like Mr. Bellamy. And then they're like, hey, she's really drunk, like we're gonna go home. And she goes home and she gave him her phone number and he called her. Like, and you just felt bad because she was like, 18. He called her back. I would do it.
What was that laughing?
Not to mention that Zach could warp reality too. When he could say,
that went away later.
And they never thought about that.
Went away later.
Because remember he did lose that power too. Okay, so I'm writing this theory that he's some kind of god. Okay, so Belding grabs Slater and Slater grabs Belding because he's going to punch Zach, and Kelly's making out with the dude. And Zach goes, time out, and then he takes a piece of paper and slips between their lips, and then leaves, and he goes, oh wait, I forgot, time in, and Slater's punch is already going, and it catches Belding in the side, and he goes down. And they're talking about it later on, and they're like, I can't believe the way you just slipped out of your office. He was there 1 minute, and he was gone the next.
Nobody? Well, you don't know that. He paused time.
And he slid a piece of paper between their lips, and it was very strange. All right, I'm going home. I'll see you later.
You gave me a lot to think about while you're gone. All right. Sorry, everybody. Till next time. Bye.